is SoCal Bob. And Pastor Matthew Barnett at the Dream Center in Los Angeles, 33rd year coming up here out in Los Angeles. And he's on the roof raising money. He wants to raise $1 million. And he will raise $1 million before he leaves the roof. That's the deal. So he's making an adventure out of it. He's got people coming to visit and concerts. And it's amazing how the Barnett family always manages to come up with some new idea that is very unusual and wonderful. Well, Matthew Barnett told this story years ago about the old lady and the cookies and the depression and Dr. Phil and Sigmund Freud and all the different things. And I was reminded of that again today because I was talking to a young person and they were going, and they were wringing their hands and they were reviewing all their problems, and I just thought, but that I did not have a cue card. I did not tell them to say this, but they volunteered this observation, and I thought it was a really good observation. They said, Bob, you're so busy that you don't have time to worry or to go over all your problems. Hilarious. I thought that's the most hilarious thing I'd heard ever. I mean, it was just, I don't have time to go over my problems. That was great. Yeah, I mean, do I consider solutions to issues that I'm facing? Well, duh, yeah, Do I just come up with the right answer? No. Many years ago, I was with my family and I was in a jam and it was just like, what do you do? I think I made the wrong decision on several things because it was not my area of expertise. It was not my area of talent. I had not been, when I go to put a fence in, blindfold me, tie my eyes behind my back, and I can still get the fence done. I will find a way. I will use my toes. But Bob, I'm just not that busy. Well, great. Then start finding ways to give yourself away. Yesterday I started something new, which I had not done before, but the folks that run the bingo at my daughter's school asked me if I would come and be the cashier and be in charge of the cash box at the new bingo that they were starting to help out another church. So I said, okay. I felt kind of honored because they asked me, little old me, if I would go, and they trusted that I would run the cash box well, and it went really well. It was really awesome. I had a great time doing it, and I knew a lot of people because I guess the bingo circuit is one that it's a close-knit kind of a family. So like, hey, Bob. And I came up with a new thing I'd never done before, but I loved it, is that I handed the person the bag. I had them start the process. I said, please, just write your name at the bottom of the bag. Print your name there at the bottom of the bag. And that solved the problem of, basically, would you please sign in here, and then we're going to get you started. So, I was busy yesterday working on things. I didn't really have time, and in a way that's kind of bad because I have things I have to do. I have things that need to be done. I got some classes I have to take from my UCLA career. They've told me that there's required training that they regularly do. So I've got to get on the computer, which is going to be great because I get to sit still and just watch these cool videos. And so I'll take this training that they're going to take. I have some clothing that I have to get. I notice I rarely ever throw anything away, but sometimes there's stuff that just has holes in it, and you says, you know what, I've done my best with this. It's time to let it go. So I've got to order new. And that happens, So, however your life unfolds, are you giving yourself away? Giving yourself away to such an extent that you don't have time to be absorbed by your issues. There's an old, I'm talking before my day, and that was quite a while ago. Idle hands are the devil's workshop. Idle hands are the devil's workshop. Idle, just sitting there, just looking out at nature, and there's nothing wrong with it. And obviously, we just talked about this, being still, being quiet. That's different. If you're deliberately focused on God's Word, on the Scriptures, on hearing from God, on how do I move forward. I just noticed a street called Lee. My mother's name was Roberta Lee Wilkin, originally, so isn't it crazy? And just Lee, Robert E. Lee. So, all right, well, that's it. 213-713-8954, 8954 green, att.net, and I'll talk to you soon.